among the crazy people in the world, like therapists, very high quotient of truly crazy people are therapists. The craziest.
Really?
Absolutely. The craziest people in the world are psychiatrists. They just are.
Well, it must be such an interesting thing to understand the human brain in such a way. Like you gotta be crazy smart.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying therapy can't do good and has done good, and we should have therapy. Yes, there is absolutely a place for that.
We should have therapy.
There absolutely should be a place for that. I should not, but some people should. I allow for that. But
you allow for that. You're allowing the world to have therapy.
How long can this guy have with you before you go, oh, wait, I've been seeing you for 7 years and I'm not really better. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're not a great shrink, because shouldn't I be at a more advanced place in this journey I'm trying to get to where I'm not...
But it depends. How advanced are you in your journey? Is it helping or is it not? Do you feel like some things are helped or some things aren't?
Well, how long do you give it? How long do you give the shrink?
That's a good question. I don't know.
If you had a broken leg and it wasn't healing in 7 years, I'm like, Doc, I've been on the bench since the '96 playoffs. Can I...
I myself haven't been in therapy very long, because also there was kind of, I was a part of the stigma around the word therapy. That kind of just sounded a little odd, and like, oh, I'm just gonna talk about my feelings and do this, and like, what, I'm just gonna cry for an hour? Like, that sounds fucking fun. Like, I wanna fucking do that with my day. And then, it took me a while of, bad habits and being unhappy, being uncontrollably unhappy, to sometimes that you're just like, I literally don't want, even just talking about the feeling is like getting me choked up, like just thinking about being in that spot again in my life, And then I finally was like, okay, I'm actually just gonna bite the bullet and like try a few therapists. And if it doesn't work and I don't like it, like whatever, okay, but like I'm just gonna try, because what's the other option? Keep going down this road of negativity and self-doubt and insecurity and just, trauma, like, fuck.
I always say when they ask me in interviews, like, what would you do if you weren't a comedian? The honest answer is, I'd love to be a psychiatrist, and I think I could be a better one than a lot of them. I mean, they go to school, I don't know what they fucking learn in psychiatry school. I'm sure there are things, but it's also theoretical. I mean, first of all, the profession's only 100 years old. I mean, is yours Freudian?
My girl, is she a Freudian? What does Freudian mean?
Well, Freud, Sigmund Freud, the father of psychology. I mean, the guy who invented the whole business of it. I mean, he's the old school. He thinks most things are sexual. He invented, there's a few fathers, Carl Jung, Erickson, and, I think one of them, maybe Erickson, identified stages, like the anal stage, from birth to age 2 is called the anal stage, because you're anal, you're like shitting in your pants, and like how you are treated there, even though it's not in your conscious, as you age, whatever happened to you in your anal stage has defined your personality. That would be old school psychiatric thinking. So like if you were like, I guess, sitting in your own poop all the time or something, when people say now, even today, when they say I'm anal, meaning I'm very neat, why do you think they use that word anal?
Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm not fucking with you. I'm telling you Psychiatry 101.
This is crazy. I'm like, wow.
I'm telling you, this is what...
I use the term anal all the time.
But that's where it comes from.
Oh, what the...
It comes from the anal stage, 0 to 2. Freud would say, even though it's not in your conscious what happened in those years, it's in your unconscious, and that has shaped your personality. I'm very anal. Everything is very neat.
And how do you feel about this idea?
I don't know. I mean, it's very theoretical, of course, but that is what the father of psychology put forward. And some shrinks today are still Freudians, others have diverged. It's all so pie in the sky. We just are guessing this is what's going on in the human mind. We don't know. I prefer to just my method of being happy is don't have bad things happen. Try to keep bad things as far away from me as possible, and then I will be happy. you know, but that's like a very practical approach. It's not a very